Yo, what is up, guys? I am Smashmaster1234, and welcome back to another Smash Productions live AMA. Now, as you can see, this one is a little bit different because in the past two ones, they've all been, live stream, done in-game events. But this one's a little different because I'm just pretty much experimenting with the form and whatnot. And for our special guest today, we have the wonderful Octavia.
Hello.
So Octavia,
the introduction?
Yeah, give a quick introduction of yourself real quick.
So I'm Octavia. Most of you know me as Boethiah's wife. I try to play games. I'm not as good as Bo, but I try. And I met Smash through Rec Room. So yeah.
Heck yeah. So for this one, I just have a couple questions for you, and then after that, we will answer some questions that your fans have for you. So, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Alrighty, so the first question that we have is, where did you come up with the name Octavia?
So when I started a channel, my husband said, you cannot use your real name. I was like, well, what am I supposed to use? He's like, if you're a gamer or something, you just use like an alter name that you like. And I said, I don't like anything. He's like, okay, who's your favorite person in the world? Pick their name. I was like, I don't have anyone. He's like, oh my goodness, pick a name. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm watching the show The 100, and the coolest person on the show is Octavia, and I really like the character. He said, all right, be Octavia. So I'm Octavia. It's just great.
All right. I'm actually curious, what is that show about, if you can explain it?
So, Earth had been taken over by, I want to say, like, what is it? Like not a meteorite, I guess, but like, what's that? It's some, what is it called?
Asteroid?
If you but it's like the air was unbreathable, or it would burn your skin. That stuff that you can't, crap. What is the word that they use? I don't know if it was a meteorite or whatever, but whatever hit it, if you went out in the sun, it would burn your skin. Some people had to either hide underground or escape to space, right? So it starts out where they're in a spacecraft, and they've been up there for so long, and they've decided that they want to go see if Earth is livable again, because it's been so many years. And instead of trying themselves out, they had a bunch of kids that were in prison because they were bad kids, and they sent 100 kids down to Earth to test the air quality with bracelets on, and they could communicate, And so they sent them down there and seen how the Earth was. They found out it was livable for them because they'd been in space. Radiation, that's the word I'm looking for.
Radiation, gotcha.
So since they had been in space, they could live on top of the Earth, but other people were living underground. And so they run into people, and they're not very nice. They're kind of like, hey, what are you doing in my territory type deal. And it actually, the book only goes about 3 or 4 seasons, I think. But the TV series went on to 8. They kind of messed it up because Hollywood kept going. But the first 3 or 4 is pretty good. So
very interesting show concept for sure.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
I might have to. Alrighty, the next question we have here is, what made you want to make your YouTube channel?
So Bo had made one, and he started making enough money for like groceries and stuff. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll try something. So I tried to make a YouTube channel, try to help with some bills. So yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I want to do as well when I get bigger as well. Just be able to have YouTube as a second source of income. I'm getting close to there, that's for sure. I just need I think a couple more watch hours, I think, and then I'll be able to turn on super chats and whatnot. So I'll be able to have that as a second source of income and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a grind to get there.
Yeah, for sure. It was just a grind itself, even trying to get to 500 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't until I got into the shorts format when that first started, how I started growing bigger, was because of the live shorts and whatnot that people have been doing.
Gotcha.
What's been growing. All right, the next question is, and I know a lot of people have asked you this, how did you meet Boethiah, and what was your first impressions on him?
Okay, so we met at church, but not oh, hey, he's someone at church, right? He was actually dating the pastor's granddaughter at the time, and me and her have a funny little history. We were best friends, and then we were not friends, and at this point, we are not friends. And she was like, oh, you steal my boyfriend. Okay, I never stole anybody's boyfriend. So when he showed up, the first time I saw him, I was like, oh, look, she actually has a cute boyfriend, but I better not talk to him, because he didn't look that bad. Not cute like I like him, but hey, he looks decent, right? That was my first impression. And then after they broke up, I actually got a boyfriend. We dated for about a month, and we broke up. And then me and Bo started dating. So, yeah, and we got married the next year.
Nice. It's a very complicated but interesting story for sure.
Yeah, it was weird. It was don't talk to him, but can I talk to him? Just
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I get you. All right. The next question is, what are some future goals you want to achieve as a content creator?
So I want to be able to make income. obviously, and I just now finally started making income. But it's not enough to do anything with, honestly. But that's kind of the main goal, is to make income and to like, you know, hopefully do something that's of value to people and not just be producing something that makes money. I would like to do something that people are like, oh yeah, I need to watch this video and it helped me out or whatever, you know.
Right, that was like the main point of this channel as well. Like back then, and I still now don't really care much of like if I get monetized or whatnot. All I care about is if people like the content that I do and they support what I do, then that's enough for me.
Right.
The next question we have here, or the final question for my end, is what has been your favorite memory in Rec Room?
So I can't think of anything. Oh yeah, I can. There is one thing. So my favorite pastime is playing with Bo and his film crew, trying to record different things because they're hilarious. But one time I had OBS on, which is horrible, and we were doing something, and one of his film crew was just torturing me for fun. I think we were playing Among Us, and it was so freaking funny. And I go back, and my recording did not catch it. It was all black.
No.
All I had was the audio, and I couldn't use it. And I was like, no. And so I was like, I hate you, OBS. But it was just fun playing with them because, you know, they're just hilarious, and it's just a fun time. So.
Yeah, I can definitely say when I'm like recording or like in a recording group of like other friends or whatnot, it's always fun to see like all the different interactions of other people.
Yeah, and when you play with friends, it's a lot different than playing with a stream. So.
Right, for sure.
Not that they're not my friends, I'm just saying like when it's people you talk to a lot.
Right. Alrighty, now you ready to answer some questions that your fans have asked you?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alrighty, so the first question is from Gravity, and he asks, if you and Smash were trapped on a deserted island and you both could have 3 things each, what 3 things would y'all bring? So I'll let you answer that first.
So I don't know if this is allowed or not, but if I'm trapped on the island, I'm gonna have a boat so I can get out of there. So I don't know if we're allowed to do that, but we're getting out of there.
Yeah.
And I guess 2 other things. Dude, I don't know. Let's see. I had this written down and I lost it. I really did. I had 2 other things. I guess a telephone so we could call for help if we needed to. And these are breaking all the rules of being trapped on an island.
Yeah.
Oh, and some food. I would have food.
Yeah, I would say food would probably be my main thing as well. My second thing would probably be like just like the tools and whatnot. Just so like if we want to like craft shelter or whatnot, we can do that. And then Minecraft, yeah. And then my third thing, that's a tough one because
water. You could do fresh water.
Yeah, fresh water because you don't really want to trust the like ocean water.
It's too salty.
Yeah, too salty. The second question is from Candy, and he asks, just simple, why are you and Sarah so short?
Okay, so here's the thing. When God makes things, he makes them, and until he's done, until they're perfect. So once the item is, or the person is perfect, he stops. And it only took us to here. Some of you guys take to here, but we're good. It took us to here.
Very short, very simple.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
We got there quick.
And then
You're welcome, Sarah.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sarah. The next question is from Gid, and their question is, what is your favorite game in Rec Room?
Golden Trophy. I know that's one of the quests, but that's like my favorite. I'd play that all day long. I just like Golden Trophy.
Yeah, and one of the only games, one of the only official games that you're actually good at.
Yes, one of the only games I'm good at. Don't judge.
Don't judge. The next question is from Zane, and they ask, this is pretty much, you've already answered this, but what's your favorite question in Rec Room?
Golden Trophy.
Yep, golden. That one's simple.
It's easy.
The next question is from Bite, and they ask, why are you so good at Gorilla Tag?
So I'm actually not good at Gorilla Tag. I'm really bad, but when you do the edits or whatever, it makes it look good, right? But I actually am getting better. The last video I did was with Bo and Banana and Slat, and they were like, wow, how's she so fast, right? I'm actually getting a lot better, so yeah.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago, Sarah mentioned that you and her should do something in Gorilla Tag, and
we still need to do that.
Yeah, I've been still waiting for that. I'm waiting for that moment to happen.
Yeah, we need to do that too. We just have not had time to get together to do that yet. We got in to do some type of recording, and that was all we had time for at the moment, and then I went on vacation, so hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Stay tuned, subscribe to Sarah and Octavia to see it happen.
That's right. And to Smash. We may throw something funny over his way.
Oh my goodness.
Take a video.
Perfect. The next question is from Sento, and they ask, how long do you plan to keep doing content creating for?
So honestly, I mean, if I can get my numbers up and I can still make money, I'm just gonna keep going. Just because, I mean, every little bit helps, you know. As long as there's money coming in, why not?
Yeah, that's sort of same with me, but more like just like if I can keep like a good audience and like grow it a bit, then I'll keep going for as long as I want. Because honestly, it's just like a fun like side thing to do. But, like when I have something better to do, just like either do a live stream, get a video up, just hang out with the community.
Right.
That's why I see that. Then the next question is from Cuttlefish, and he asks, since Rec Room is being Rec Room, what games/projects do you think you'll start doing on YouTube, if at all?
Okay, so that's a two-part question or answer for me, I guess. So first of all, Rec Room, in my opinion, I'm a little mad at them right now because they're a little biased when they pick who gets a creative code and who doesn't, which I've talked to you about it. I was denied one on non-family friendly content, which is bogus.
Yeah.
But, and then they just recently got rid of the double shot for good, right? Which I couldn't do the double shot anyway, but it kind of messes up a lot that's being able to do, right? I get carried a lot in Quest, and those people can do double shot, and that helps me out, right? So I don't know how much, if I'll ever do a lot more Rec Room content because of that. I have started to do some Minecraft, and I'm going to try to do some Roblox. Among Us VR is pretty fun. I'm actually going to be recording a video this afternoon with that for another channel, so I may take some footage from there. And I've kind of looked into, if anyone has noticed on my channel, my shorts, I either need to branch off and do 2 channels, or when I started my channel, it was actually a react channel to like news stories and stuff, right? Well, I made a joke about the way I was raised at Pentecostal, right? And this video this year alone has gotten 40,000 views. It's at 62,000.
Wow.
And the comments are, 162 subs off of it, and the comments are really good. And I've thought about making videos responding to that and explaining things about how I grew up and about the Christianity side of things. So I don't know which way I'm going to take it in. I may do a few videos and see which ones pop off, because most YouTube channels you need to stick with one niche, but sometimes you can do both. And my shorts are kind of different than my actual videos, and it kind of works for me. But so I'm going to kind of play around with it for the next couple of months and kind of see what happens and see what you guys are interested in, you know? The gaming's always fun.
Yeah, gaming is fun. Like that's what makes YouTube is like all of the game content on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go out there and tell you, though, anything controversial, like news outlet stories, political stuff, or religious stuff, that gets a lot of attention, too. And if you're in it to make money and you can stay on top of things. My thing is I don't like to argue with people. I'm not an arguer. You have your life, I have mine. But I like to talk about things and learn from other people, right? So that might actually be the way to go, too, because then it's interesting for me, you know? But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see like the future of like your channel and whatnot, and which direction you decide to go.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to try both and see which ones pop off. And if nothing else, I could do like Bo and always move things to a second channel and separate them both if they both start going good, and just have 2 channels, you know?
Right? Yeah, because I've seen like Bo and like a bunch of other rec strippers as well do that, where they have one channel for like rec room and whatnot, and then another channel for like other stuff like Gorilla Tag, Among Us, Minecraft, or whatnot. And they've definitely been doing good of that.
They have, yeah. Bo actually was laughing at me because, well, in a joking way, because my husband doesn't make fun of me, but he was laughing because his Gorilla Tag channel got monetized in 3 weeks or something like that. 3 weeks or
wow.
1. I was like, oh, well, lucky you, off of like one video. And he's like, where's yours at? And I was like, leave me alone. Because I had just gotten monetized, I think, or I was fighting for it. So yeah, it was great. It was fun. So.
Yeah, that's so impressive though. 3 weeks to just get monetized.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4, I think. Like by the second month, he had everything taken care of. He had already got his stuff rolling, you know. It was crazy.
Right.
I think he was close to he only had it, 3 months or something? He's got over 60,000 subs. So yeah, it was super fast. It was off of one video. Yeah, monetized off one video. Insane.
Still very impressive though.
Yeah, it is. It was nice.
Yeah. The next question we have here is from Blima. And she asks, how did you first pick out your look and outfit in Rec Room because it's awesome and unique?
So I'm assuming she means the look I have now. So my first look was just like anybody else. You get online and you're like, oh, let me try to look like myself, right? And you're just picking stuff or whatever, right? They didn't have any long-haired avatars, so it looks like I have short hair, but I love my long hair. hair in real life, so I was trying to find something like that. So I got the closest to it, but I don't know why I had black hair at first, and I have no black hair. But as I started playing more, Boethiah came up with his outfit, right? And I would play Quest with him, and I got all this gear, and so I just tried to match him. I was like, I want to look like you, because I don't really know much of what I'm doing right now, so I just matched him, and that was it.
Right, that was with me as well. Like when I started Rec Room, I think my first ever fit that was recorded on RecNet was just like some of the Pride stuff. Because when I joined the Rec Room in around like May of 2020, that's when like start of like Pride Month was like sort of coming up, and they started releasing like Pride outfits and whatnot. And then that was one of my first stuff.
Was there.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm pretty sure when I started, I tried to make it look something like myself. Like, because my skin tone of my rec picture is pretty much what my actual skin tone is like in real life.
Okay.
So I tried to like match it to that.
I am so pale, it's not funny, but I was just like, I don't know, whatever shade, just give me something.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I get you. And then the next question is from DQ. And then, honestly, weird question from Max, but how long have you been playing Rec Royale Squads for? Which you barely don't play that.
I really don't. So this year, I mean, I've played it before with Bo or something. If he's like, hey, jump in or whatever. If he was streaming, I wanted to hang out. But really, this year when I tried to grind for my monetization, and people were like, let's play this. And I was like, well, you got to carry because I'm not good at that. I'm not good at shooter games. So this year I've been playing it a lot. So probably this year I would say. And so I just get in when people want to or whatever. So probably since like January or whenever I started grinding.
Yeah, I know
I'm just not good at it.
I know that's one thing that's requested on like Sarah's stream as well is people like Rec Royale, but specifically like the squad ones because they always want to be on like her team and whatnot. So they always like say, can we do squads and solos? You're just by yourself.
I think everyone on mine is getting to where they like the hide and seek one.
Yeah, hide and seek. So, that's always fun to do, especially the times that I've been hiders. For your hide and seeks, it was always fun just finding everyone and just killing them. It's always been fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Heck yeah.
It'd be more fun if I could shoot somebody.
Yeah.
But I can't. I'm just,
Don't worry, you'll get better aim one day.
I hope so.
One day. And then the next question is from Crowsbot, and their question is, what is your favorite thing about Rec Room?
I actually hate Rec Room.
Yep, you're banned.
But no. So I hate the way it loads and stuff. But you asked my favorite. My favorite thing is I like how it's easy to play because I didn't grow up as a gamer. So when I started playing video games with Bo, I was like not good at anything. I couldn't figure it out. The controls were hard. But in Rec Room, you can kind of move pretty easy. You can play different types of games, right? And in the quests, which I thought were fun, you always have a teammate. So even if you suck at it, you're going to make it through if your teammate's halfway decent, right? And then you can get better because you have more time, because you have someone to play with. So I like the Rec Room Originals, which I know Rec Room's all like, we don't really care about those anymore. I like those because it's a real game and you have people that can help you out and you have fun with it. And you can actually finish the game. If I'm playing a game by myself, I can't hardly finish sometime because I'm just not good at gaming. So that's what I like about it. It's just easy to play. It's fun. And you can meet so many people. It's like a wide, we can talk to each other in here. Like some games you can't. So you can meet people from all over the world and things. So I like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then with like the more like recent like voice call thing that they recently released in Rec Room, it makes it easier.
I have not tried that. I haven't tried. I saw Sarah do it though. That looks so cool. Yeah, that's very unique.
Yeah, so like you could like still talk to someone like if they're like in a different room and whatnot, and you still be like here. It's pretty much like Discord, but like in game, where you don't have to do like any outsourcing. You can just like still talk to people like in game, whether like in a different room or like in your same room, but you're not like at the same distance together. You can still like hear each other. Like say like if I'm here and you're over there, yeah, I can still be able to hear you from over right here, and you still be able to hear me from there. Which that I like a lot. And I remember them talking about that when it was like first being like asked about what has come out. We were able to talk about, oh yeah, we definitely want to have that out. I could definitely say another feature that I want to come out. I know Sarah's talked about this as well, but the option to like be able to like just click on an individual player and like lower and raise their volume.
Oh, if you want it to happen, it won't happen. Nah, we're cool.
Yeah, cause that's the thing in VR chat though, where you can like raise and lower as like individual players' volume, and that's why
that's cool.
Me and Sarah wanted it to be in game as well because both games are made of Unity, so it shouldn't be too hard to like try to replicate like that one feature in VR chat and make it like in Rec Room as well.
Right, yeah, and that would be neat because then she could still hear the people she's playing with along with you if you we're trying to coordinate something. That is
Right.
pretty cool, yeah. That's a real unique feature. 'Cause, I mean, we've had to play some games where we would do Discord chats because of the volume in the game wouldn't come off very well, or it would echo, or one of us didn't have volume, and so it would have problems and
Right.
we'd have to do different things. But yeah, so it's a cool feature. Like I said, I haven't tried it yet, and I haven't tried the new Rec Room thing that came out, the little shooter thing, but I need to try those. So.
The next question is from Survivor, and he asks, what other games outside of Rec Room do you play?
So I play like Minecraft and Roblox. I have played Among Us VR a little bit. Sometimes I'll just try a new game that Bo gets or whatever, and just test it out. But I can't think of any right off the top of my head. But yeah, usually those are kind of the big ones, I guess, that I would just kind of mess around with. I like Spyro, but I haven't gotten very far in it. So.
Yeah, I can have to say for me, the only like active one that I play outside of Rec Room is probably just like Roblox.
Yeah, it's got a lot in there, so yeah.
Yeah, I can say recently on my second channel, I recently completed Super Paper Mario, which
Oh, nice.
that was definitely a fun game to play and like life or whatnot. Which if you
I play Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
it is. The next question is from Shane Boy, and his question is, if you had to name one of your greatest moments of all time in your YouTube career, what is your greatest achievement and why?
I don't feel like I really achieved a lot, honestly. But I like it whenever I make a video or something and someone is like, that really made my day. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing a live stream and you make someone's day. That just makes me feel better about it, because then you feel like you've actually done something with your life while you're on stream and not just playing a video game,
Right, and I've said as a lot of times as well, like as long as I can have at least one or a couple people say they like what I do for content creating, then that's what gives me the motivation, like, just keep making content and like
Exactly.
keep improving on it.
Yeah, for sure.
The next question is from Misty Horn, and their question is, what is your hobbies?
So I like to sing, I like to crochet, and I like to just sit down and watch TV. I'm just chill.
Those are good hobbies. I'd say mine, like outside of like Rec Room, is probably just like, watching YouTube, listening to music, and then if I have videos that I need to edit, get those edited and whatnot.
Do you like editing? Editing makes me irritated until I'm pretty much done.
I mean, I'm sort of like it, but what I can definitely say is I want to definitely improve my editing, because my editing is more like simple. It's just like, just like cuts and whatnot, add audio, whatnot, not as like other YouTubers where they have like actual like visuals and whatnot. That's something I want to try to like improve on. Like I've watched like how Energetic Roof edits, and I want to try to like mimic her editing style a bit, because her editing style is just like very unique and whatnot than how she edits. So I want to try to replicate that and like put it into my like, own style of editing, so I can have like a little more pizzazz in how I edit stuff to make it more unique.
Yeah, for sure.
Because right now it's just a little bit boring at the moment. Just boring editing.
One good thing you can do, I don't know if you do it or not, but Bo is real big on adding music throughout the whole video, and he's real good now where he will take music and it'll change. Like he'll put different clips of music in depending on what's going on. And me though, I'm like the same track unless there's like a moment I just put a clip in, right? So like if you're doing something kind of slow and then it's like dramatic, you'll hear the music change with his video, right? But it's lower, so it's like a background music, not like over what you're doing. And it seems to help a lot. And he does like the whole subtitles, I guess, where they pop a lot.
Yeah.
Because the people like to read those. But those are hard for me because even though my editing machine will put it in there, I still have to go correct it, or I have to make sure it's in the right spot. So I don't do a lot of it like I should, because a lot of big creators don't as well. But it seems to work, especially with kids, because it keeps their attention because something's going on the screen. So
Right.
Just a little bit of tidbit might help.
Yeah, to go back on what you said about music, the only parts of my videos recently that have music is just like the intro and like the outro of videos. But that's what I want to do as well, is like during the video as well, put like different music in there as well. Because the only audio that's been in like my videos is just like the in-game audio, and it's not been like all different music. It's just always been in-game audio of whatever's happening, and I've never added like my own music. And the subtitle is something I want to do as well. And I recently talked to Ruth on how to do that, and she told me like how to do it pretty much through keyframing, which like, and then once you get the
That's
keyframing
very
for
annoying.
that, you have to copy paste it over for each subtitle, which that's gonna be fun to do. when I eventually get to do that.
Well, that's why it's hard for me. But he pays for prescription on Premiere Pro. That there's an option you can hit like captions and it'll autofill it. But then you have to go in because it can't always understand and you're editing it, right? Then when I get frustrated with computers and I'm trying to delete a part and it wants to delete the whole thing and he has to come help me. I'm like, it's not doing this right. So it's kind of annoying. So sometimes he'll just come in and do some of that for me. But if you can get some to auto-generate it for you, it just costs money though. And it's just like the thing of having the money for it, Unless my video's making money, I don't. But since he's making money, and he has the program, we can use it on like 2 computers. Yeah. So that's the only reason I have that. But it's very annoying and tedious for sure to try to get the words right where you need them by the keyframes. It's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes when you give like an automated program something, they don't always get it right the first time. So you have to always go in and make the edits and whatnot to make it look correct. Yeah. Because sometimes you could say one word and it's like, oh, did you mean this word? And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, for sure.
I could definitely understand where you're getting at that. The next question that we have here is from Arrow, and his question is, do you like chicken nuggets?
I love chicken nuggets. So, it's no joke. The kids eat them, right? And the Walmart, the purple bag, the Great Value is the best. The other night, it was 11 o'clock. And I was like, hey, Bo, you hungry? He's like, no. And the kids weren't really hungry. And I was like, well, I'm hungry. So I turned on the oven and ate 10 chicken nuggets with ketchup. And then my daughter comes in later, hey, Mom, you want some mac and cheese? And she made mac and cheese. And I was like, I'll try, but I just
wow.
Chicken nuggets. Yes, I love chicken nuggets, yeah.
Yeah, they're very good. If you have nothing else to make, those are very simple and easy to make.
McDonald's chicken nuggets are good too, though. I'm just saying. It's the food glue. It's amazing.
Yeah. The next question is from actually Sarity1, and she asks, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
So I guess I can answer this in 2-part again, if that's okay, because I don't know if she means in life or in a game. So in life, the best advice I've ever received is live for Jesus, right? And it's so true for me. And the other, as far as gaming goes, is when you make content, don't make it for the views necessarily. If you make the content for yourself because you like to play the game and you love what you're doing, then the views are going to probably come because it's original, right? Because so many times you get caught up in, I need to put a video out, so I've got to make something. And if you just throw a content out there that you've just rushed on, it may not do any good because and people can see that there wasn't a lot of work behind it, right? But when you're having fun, they watch you for your personality most of the time. And they like the game, right? But your personality is a big thing. So do it to have fun. And then if it becomes your career, they say if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. It doesn't even feel like work. So that is a good piece of advice for me when it comes to YouTube. And it's just something good all around for everyone. And it's hard sometimes because you are under pressure sometimes to put a video out. And it's not always just you,
Right. I feel that's the best piece of advice. For anyone who's aspiring to be a content creator and don't have the right equipment and whatnot, just upload anything that would work. Upload anything that you'd whether even if you're just on Quest standalone and you just have a phone to grab the videos, still upload it because you can still make content off that.
You can, yeah. And people think that you have to do all this fancy stuff. When everyone starts out, no one starts out with fancy equipment unless they've just been lucky to be around someone that has it, right? And I'm blessed to have a lot of stuff that Bo has, but it's just like you said, being original, being yourself, that's what gets people's attention.
Right. For me, when I started Record content, I didn't start on PC VR. Funny thing, I started on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Screen Mode and PSVR 1. That's where I started my Record journey. Yeah. Because I didn't have the Quest or whatnot back then. It wasn't until May of 2021, I think, is when I got my Quest 2.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't until more recently when I got my own game laptop and then the Vive as well. So I never started on PC VR. I've always started on PlayStation. So that's where I started with Rec Room content.
Hey, and it's still Rec Room content and it works, so.
Right, so that just shows that no matter what platform you're on, you can still make good content if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
And then the final question is from Octavia fan, and their question is, why did you start YouTube?
I started it because my husband started making money. So I was like, I want to try too and help with the finances. So yeah.
Heck yeah. So that is all the questions that we have for this episode.
Yeah.
Octavia, thank you once again for joining us today and answering all these
Yeah,
questions.
it's good to be here.
Everyone, be sure to check out Octavia's channel. She makes a bunch of May content. It will be down in the description below. Make sure to support her. If you enjoyed what you'd like and would like to see more, then be sure to subscribe for more future content. And have you seen last month's video? If not, it is right over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys next time.